Another great LCK Finals between T1 and Geng. And T1 they really put up a great fight this time, but it was not quite enough. I think Geng at their best, they really play a really optimized League of Legends. It's really hard to break them down. They barely leave any openings, really difficult. And of course T1 they really thrive on if when an opponent makes one mistake, they really take everything from them. But Geng barely does any. So in this game we are going to look at one sequence which kind of shows this really well, and this is going to happen around right now. And this was in game 1, so really early in the series, but it was really one of the cleanest macro games I've seen so far. And we are going to start right here. And we see Rumble is kind of... okay, I'm going back a little bit. Now we can see Rumble is dragging the wave here and kind of holding it here. And this is just, if you don't know, the waves will collide closer to the turret for T1, which means the next wave is also going to collide further here, which means it's going to push because yeah, their minions come faster than the ones from Geng. It's a very basic wave manipulation, but in this case the way they use it, it's really different from what we are usually usually know. So yeah, I think the most teams in this situation, what they would do is they just play normal, they keep their lane states like it is, there's no objective up or anything like that, and Rumble would just go top again, and since Viego is pathing towards topside, maybe they try another play there. But Genji's approach here is quite different, and the way they are using the slow push now, which is of course uncomfortable for Zeus to play on, we can see it right now, because he is under a lot of threat, even if Rumble was there. They use it to swap their bot lane top, to even make this play higher percentage, because of course Kalista Nautilus is stronger than just a Rumble. So, and Viego would also be coming. So this is really good by them, or if we only look at this kind of aspect, and it's also something they don't really expect. Because normally when you swap because grubs are spawning, or maybe you swap to just avoid really difficult lanes, but in this game you have neither of these reasons, so usually these are the two reasons why you swap, you don't have them here, so he doesn't expect it and he dies. Also a little mechanic here to notice, we saw it just right now, Kalista autos the minion to get a slow and then reset her E, so of course it's also pretty well played mechanically. And they secure the kill kind of, so this is also already really good. But if we look at it even further, the display gets even better, it's not just the swap. So if we go back a little bit, what we also notice while all of this is happening, right now one more thing that we have to look at is Chovy. He is using basically all of his HP, everything to push this wave in ASAP as fast as possible, so he can really just recall and change the lane assignment, which is really interesting. So first thing is that the swap was already unexpected, but now Rumble is also going mid lane. Usually when teams do this kind of swap, top laner just goes bot lane. But then this means there's an opening for the other team to play on. So usually you make the play top lane here, so you make the play top lane, but then the map it gets kind of split, and the other team can make a play bot lane in response. So this is usually how it goes. But the way they play it, with Rumble just going mid lane, and then Corki recalling and going bot lane, it makes it really difficult for T1 to find any kind of response. And we see this was all coordinated, so really well done by them. So actually with Rumble sometimes you could just drop straight up because of his ult just clears the whole wave. But in this case he doesn't have ult up, so Corki going bot lane is much smarter. And we can see right now he can just clear the minions pretty easily, he has much more range of course. And it's really hard for T1 to do anything. He has flash up, he has W up, a lot of mobility. Rumble wouldn't have anything like that. If Rumble was here, he can't do anything, he can't clear any of the minions before that. And he's in kind of a position he doesn't want to be in. So the swap by Corki and by Rumble also really good. I think two things they did here that a lot of other teams they wouldn't play like this. And so they secure the play on the Aatrox, and they barely lose any minions in the process because Rumble was really quickly mid lane, Corki really quickly bot lane. Incredible macro game by Geng. Also one more thing I wanted to mention, if we look at the swap earlier again. Another aspect for the swap, of course, it's that the jungle is respawning. So Virgo can go top lane and kind of secure the jungle because he has an advantage there. And yeah, this makes it difficult for them. And then also the response for T1, besides of course diving the Rumble if he was there, or the Corki if it was possible, is taking the bot side jungle. But that also gets really difficult because Rumble is moving there because they want to swap back, and Nautilus already recalled really early, not with the Kalista but a bit earlier, which is also really smart. I think a lot of supports wouldn't be that quick, so they can't really make a response in the bot side jungle either. And yeah, so basically this whole sequence, like 1.5 minutes now, nothing for T1 to do, no response that usually happens. And with the Genji they leave no openings at all. Really beautiful macro game by them. And now they swap back. This trade basically it looks like a gank. I think it's not really possible, of course, but you just use it to get some of your first strike, so this is basically it. And now, some teams maybe they would swap back now to get their lanes, but what Genji does is they keep the... their lane assignments, because scrubs are spawning now, so this is what usually people do in this to really swap the lanes at this timer. And yeah, so this is not really surprising, but there are still little things we can talk about. For example, if we just look at the minimap right now, we see Keen is not straight up going bot lane to catch the next wave. He's actually going mid lane together with his teammates to kind of secure the grubs. It's because in this is already a situation, or not already, it's again a situation where T1 maybe if they want they could try to fight this and maybe do something there, of course. Not the best situation because they don't have good setup, but they could try. But Rumble basically just being there and being in the mid lane and showing himself, he really secures the grubs because you can fight 5v4 and he basically doesn't lose much at all bot lane for this. So really smart by him to kind of hover there. Basically all of his hovers were really good so far, really smart. And they secure the grubs now, and now he goes bot lane and is completely fine, of course. So again, like some small things they do which really don't leave any play for T1 to make, which is so good by them. Also one little thing we can also talk about is like items maybe. So if you look at the items, Aatrox bought Hexdrinker, which is of course against Rumble really strong. Rumble has some good all-in windows, especially with his Ignite, really strong early game champion, and Hexdrinker denies it. But now, if we look at the game, 3.5 minutes, he basically didn't lane at all against Rumble, so this is basically wasted gold for him, wasted purchase so far, and just kind of delays his core items. So this is also like a nice side effect for them. And also, if you look at the items, Rumble has swiftness boots, and this, of course, you also buy this for the lane, because as Rumble versus Aatrox, you kind of want all the movement you can get to kite and to kind of dodge his Qs. But also with all of these map movements, he can move around the map much quicker like this, so another nice little thing for them. So yeah, really good by them. And really just in general, the way they swap this is something they are so good at. They are really good at maximizing all the farm they can get over the game. And this also really shows here, like they barely lost any minions while all of these rotations happen. They always have the kind of tempo advantage, not always, but most of the time. But they don't leave openings for T1 to really punish them at all. So now they swap back. And this is also pretty standard now, because they swap back for the dragon, of course. And Nautilus, we can, if we go back, probably we can see it again. Let's see. He goes base again earlier than the Kalista, of course. So we see Kalista is still top lane and pushed one more wave, and he uses this time to already recall. So he's really ahead of the play, and this means he can already gain control of the area much quicker. If you look at the minimap now, he's clearing wards already while others are coming from base, and he kind of secures the position already, which is a really good game read by him. And yeah, Rumble right now, he's, I think, this top lane wave catch, maybe a bit greedy. I think it's fine because he has the swiftness boots, and also because Aatrox just recalled. So I think from the timing it's still completely fine. And some people maybe they stay for even one more wave, he doesn't. So yeah, he really prioritizes going there and hovering again, basically what he does all game really well. Keen. He's again there for the potential fight if T1 wants to try something. But now he's already there. They have really good position. Nautilus was first, cleared wards. They have nice pink wards. No really good opportunity for T1 right now. They don't have like a nice flanking ward for Aatrox behind the dragons. Really difficult position again for them to play because they are so behind in the play. So yeah, again, no opening for T1. Like if I watch this, there's nothing really T1 can do much better, and it's just really fantastic gameplay by Genji. So yeah, I really wanted just to show this because the sequence was so good, and I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed the finals, of course. And yeah, if you like this video, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you feel like. Maybe you noticed something I missed or I forgot to say. And yeah, I will see you on the next one.